spend some time here tonight. So get ready. I want to come here a little bit earlier so we can actually talk about change, man, and really transforming your life. This is just the facts. Like, I want to set the precedent right now. And I want you to think about something. I want you to think about your life at the end of this year. Okay, I want you to think about the greatest version of yourself. And when I talk about that, I talked about this earlier, how we're so programmed and conditioned to focus on the things that, our limitations, to focus on the things that hold us back, to focus on why we can't do something or can't be something. It's so easy to focus on that. Oftentimes, we don't spend enough time in focusing on who the greatest version of ourselves are. And what do we want for our life? Like, what do we want to do with our life? How we want to live. Like, when's the last time you really thought about that and really took control over that? I'm going to get passionate tonight. I'm going to bring some guests on here. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, especially about Rare Breed Academy and what we have going on. But I just wanted you to think about that for a second. Before we get started, I really want you to think about what does the greatest you really look like? What does the greatest you look like? Who are you around? What are you doing? Right? What do you, where are you at? What's around your environment? Think about these things, because too often we just accept life, and we're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. And when I talk about transformation, there's 3 things that you need that I just want to talk about really quick before we move forward. So I have a special guest. You don't want to not be on here tonight. So get comfy. Okay. Get your water, get your popcorn, chill out, put the kids to bed, and let's really dive into some transformation tonight. But there's 3 things that I know you need in life. Okay. Number 1 is that you need a coach, period. You need a coach. Me being an athlete, I understood how important a coach was and how much a coach progressed my life. You need to get around people or someone who's been where you're trying to go, or who's been where you're trying to go. Someone you can learn from. As they say, success leaves clues. And to the people that say, I have no coach, I'll tell you right now, you got a coach. Life is coaching you. All right. Maybe you got a coach. The opinions of your environment is coaching you. Social media is coaching you. And that lack of belief is controlling you. So I always tell people, you're going to transform your life. You need to have a coach. You need to have somebody that can show you how to do it. Okay. Number 2, you need community. All right. What you surround your life around is what you will become. I want you to think about this real quick. All right. I want you to think about this real quick. I want you to do an evaluation of your life just really quick right now, and think about the people in the environment that you're in, and ask yourself this simple question. Is this environment conducive to where I want to take my life? Think about that for a second, because a lot of us, we want to create change, want to do all these things, but we're in an environment that sucks. We're in an environment that's programmed and conditioned to hold us back. So I want you to think about your environment right now. Are the people you're around, the mindsets you're around, pushing you forward? I've been saying this since 2010. Mindsets are very contagious, right? Mindsets are very, very contagious. What you surround your life around is what you will become. So do you want to catch the mindsets of the people around you? So in my life, I had to change. I had to get a better community. I had to get a better environment. I had to get an environment that held me accountable. I had to get an environment that inspired me. When you look around at your life, do you get inspired? You shouldn't just be coming on this live getting inspired. You should look around your environment and get inspired. In my personal life offline, I'm inspired by my environment. I can look around and find inspiration. I can look around and find accountability. And so you might say, Trent, I don't have a community in my personal life. Well, thanks to technology, you can have a community of like mindsets. And last but not least, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this, is curriculum. I know this is a boring part. People don't like information, but information leads to transformation, right? For a lack of knowledge, the people perish. If you want to be able to grow your life, you have to obtain knowledge that you don't have. There's no easy way. I wish that I could just be born with all the knowledge in the world, but I read books, I invest in programs, I invest in coaches, I get around people who are better than me. I never want to be the best in my environment. If I'm the best in my environment, then how can I grow? I want to get around people who are better than me, that forces me to level up, that forces me outside my comfort zone. Do you have that in your life? Think about that. And I want to be able to sit down and actually do the work and educate myself so I can better my health, so I can better my fitness, so I can better my mindset, so I can better my soul. But a lot of times we don't want to do the work. We want to skip the process. We don't want to invest in ourselves. We just want things to just happen. And that's what happens for a lot of us. Things just happen. And we wonder why our life is up and down. Not anymore. Okay, this year you're going to live intentional. This year you're going to get a coach. I don't care who it is. It ain't got to be me, but you got to get a coach. This year you're going to get some community around you. right? It could be on this live. It could be on the groups that we have. It could be at your church. It could be at the gym. Get some better community around you. And the third thing, the boring part, but the most important part, is you got to get some information that transforms your life. You have to. Okay, so I want to just talk about that real quick because so many times we want to transform without doing anything. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work for it to work. So below you see rarebreedacademy.com because we are live today and I'm excited. Me and my partners, John's going to come here in a minute. We're going to light your hearts on fire and talk about ways to transform your life tonight. So you don't want to miss it. You're about to get a masterclass for free on Facebook. I promise you this. If you just apply tips and bits and pieces, it will help transform your life. So you want to stay locked in and stay on here. If you're serious about change, if you're not, go watch Netflix. Go do something else. But if you're serious about change, stay on here for this next 45 minutes. Okay, yes, 45. Maybe it might be longer than that because we're going to pour into you. But Rare Breed Academy is live right now. Holistic program to change you from the inside out, to change you mind, body, and soul. I believe in that triad. That's why you see me working out. You see my spiritual walk with me protecting my peace, and you see my mindset piece. Okay, so right now it's $30 off. RBA 30 off, enter that code. We actually have $100 off anyway. So you get $130 off. You go sign up tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I want to bring my first guest on if I can. And he's going to pour into you guys. Let me see. I just turned on guest requests. So if you're a guest in here, request. And in the comments, like, let me know. Let me know the biggest thing holding you back right now. Let me know the biggest thing holding you back. And let me know if you get inspired by what's around you. Because I know I just touched on that briefly, but it's so important. It's so important to have the right community and the right environment around your life. I think one of the biggest changes in my life was when I changed my environment. When I got around people who inspired me, who held me accountable. And it always wasn't my friends. It wasn't people in my proximity all the time. Sometimes it was communities that I found online or at church or at the gym. I got around people that I knew were at where I wanted to be. And I let down my pride and ego and say, you know what? I want to be a student. I want to learn from you. I want to gain knowledge because I don't want to have to go through the experience if I don't. They say experience is the best teacher. I disagree. Someone else's experience is the best teacher. So you can learn from somebody how to do it. When I played football, I got to have a guy named Harold Jackson that was an NFL pro for 16 years that taught me the game in college. He taught me what not to do. He saved me for a lot of mistakes. He taught me how to be a all Big 12 receiver because I got to learn from him because he went through it. And so that's why it's important to have the right coaches around you. Let me see if I can bring my guest on. There we go. Got you. That's why. Okay. My bad, guys. Okay. Am I back? Can y'all hear me now? Am I back? Okay, my bad. I think it was connected to a Bluetooth. I'm sorry, but I still can't bring people on. Can y'all hear me now? Are we good? Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook tonight. But what we're going to do is going to go to Instagram, at Trent Shelton, my Instagram. We're going to just take the party over there and just really dive in deep and talk about things. And Instagram's a little bit better anyway as far as bringing people on. So if you can follow me to IG Live, let's go ahead and do that, okay? Instagram, at Trent Shelton. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm back. Cool. Facebook, we'll do this another night. Instagram, everybody, all 2,700 of you, I want to see you on my Instagram, okay? We're going to keep this party going. Let's get it.